I'm back with another tutorial. So today I wanted to show you how to use ClassroomScreen. I've been seeing it in a lot of the Facebook groups, and I thought it would be a good idea to just show you how you could use it and how it's a great way to implement, the instructions that you have during your lessons in a very clear and visual way. There's a lot of great features on this app that you can definitely use during your sessions, and there's a lot of different widgets. So as you can see on the screen down here, there's a lot of different things you can do. I'm just going to shrink my video so that you can see everything a little bit better. So you can change the background. So I made it blue, but there are a lot of different options here. So you can choose from a nice landscape, a beach. You can upload your own. As you can see, I uploaded some different classrooms. You can do an animated one, or you could just choose a color. So let's start with the beach. Okay, so we made our background the beach, nice and relaxing. The first feature I want to show you is random name. So you can add in, let's say, all your students' names. So I'll just make some up. Okay, and then as an easy way to pick your students in a group, you just click choose and it'll randomly generate a name. So Jess. So you might start your group by having everyone say how they're feeling today, something fun they did over the weekend, and this is a great way to randomly generate their names. So that's the first feature I wanted to show you. There's also a dice here. So there's a single dice, 2 die, 3, and when you click on it, it'll land on a side. So this is really fun. If you're playing a game, you can have both windows open and have the die. This is to manage the sound level. So as you can see, it's kind of high right now. And as I talk louder, it gets even higher. And if I talk lower, it starts to go down. So this is a great way for you to keep track of how loud you're talking or how loud your background noise might be. And then to X out of a window, you just click X. There's a QR code. If you have something that you want to put a QR code in for and you want them to scan something, you can use that. There's a draw feature. So it's kind of like having a mini whiteboard. As you can see, I'm drawing on here. And then you can clear the screen completely by clicking that, or clear individual things by using the eraser. And another great thing about this is you can change, if you click the little gear here, you can change the background. So there's a little notebook, there's a grid pattern, there's this cute design, writing lines, music notes, a little beehive pattern, and a clock. You can also use an upload. So one of the images that I uploaded you can use as your little sticker here, or you can just pick a color. Totally up to you. So that's one great feature. And then we also have a text window. So I wrote this out before. So while you're getting your materials ready, if you need a minute to just gather your thoughts and have all your materials, you could write a message like this, or you could write the rules that you want for your group. Today in group, we will listen to our teacher. We will follow the group plan, and so on and so forth. So you can keep this open while you have all these other windows open, and you can also change the font, the size, whether it's bold, what the color is, and if you click on the settings once again, you can also change the background color. You can also put a link into here if you'd like, an external link, so that's really nice too. So the next thing are these great work symbols. So they're little visual supports about being quiet. If you want them to talk quietly, telling them to whisper. You can say, ask your neighbor if you need help, or work together. So these are great symbols, and once again, you can change the background color. If you want to draw their attention to it, maybe make it a little brighter. So let's say you're setting up for the group and you just want everyone to be quiet. You can use this traffic light to say that we're waiting. And then as you start to get ready, okay, we're almost ready. All right, now we're good to go. You can also use this during your group. Let's say a student is acting in an unexpected way. You want them to slow down. This is good for talking about zones of regulation or just getting everyone to be focused on the task at hand. So this is a really great visual support. Then you have the timer. So you can change how much time is on here, and it's a great little visual timer, so I'll just show you 2 seconds. And there you go. You can also change the sound that it makes. So there are tons of sounds. So just to give you an idea, and you can pick. So again, when you're getting ready for your group, give them a visual timer. Okay, in 1 minute we're going to start the group and have that rolling. So we're waiting. Everybody needs to be quiet, and when this timer goes off, we're going to start, or we're going to move on to the next thing, whatever you want to use it for. Then there is a stopwatch. So let's say they're working on individual activities and you want to give them a minute. You can pause this at a minute, use that for whatever you'd like. There's a clock. Again, you can change the color by clicking the settings, and you can use a background. And then there is a calendar. So there's a lot of great features on here. Another thing I wanted to show you was when you go into the background feature, you can click webcam. Because I'm in Zoom, it might not work right now. So it connected to my Snap camera actually, and I had a filter on where I was dressed as a pineapple. So you can make yourself the background too. And if you move these things around, they will be able to see your face as the background, and you can move all these things. So you could actually use this the entire time if you are just using written text here and giving them all these visual supports. Obviously right now it looks a little bit overwhelming. You might want to limit it to 1 or 2 at a time, but there are a lot of great widgets on here. It's a great feature to use during your sessions, and I highly recommend it. Let's go back to the beach theme. If you click this little button over here, you can actually create a poll. So at the end of your session, you could say, what did you think of today's lesson? And they can answer. They didn't like it. It was not so great. Neutral. It made them happy, or they loved it. And they can each, if you give them remote control, or you can ask them, and then you press it for them, and then you can kind of get a gauge. How did things go today? Wasn't so great. Maybe next time I'll make a change. And also then you can talk about graphing and a bunch of different other features here. You can also create a group. So you could create a list of students. And create a group. So there you go. You can put multiple students in a group. You can have it organize the group for you. And then when you click here, you can see all of your screens, your original screen, your polls, your group makers, and you can open, delete, modify as you wish. So I'd love to see how you use this app. I hope this video was helpful, and I look forward to hearing what you think.